welcome back to Hilltop Farm, Dorset. Sunny Dorset, not so sunny today. It's a bit overcast, but there's a breeze about, but it's still quite warm. I'm gonna have to take my jumper off in a minute. Yeah, I've got a few jobs to do today. The brooder shed, that one. I'm not sure if you can see it. I've got to do the runs on it today. We seem to be having so many chicks that we've got to sort out, move about. So yeah, that's right, it's just chicken. So yeah, I've got to do that today. That's my priority. Get the brooder shed sorted, get it separated into 4 sections inside with runs outside. So there'll be 4 runs outside. Yeah, sort that out today. I've got to do the tractor and the T-Rex, do the oil, fill them up with diesel, and there's a few other jobs I've got to do today. Anyway, I had a little bit of an emergency during the week, which I managed to video. I come up here to do some rat shooting. I did shoot 1, so that brings my tally to 7. And it was only yesterday I actually found the rat, and it was underneath brooder shed number 1. You can just see him underneath there, and his tail was as thick as my little finger. It was quite a big rat actually. I did notice yesterday there was another at the back fence. They're constantly trying to dig underneath the fence, and I noticed there was another run there that they managed to get out, which also probably means that rats can come back in. So I checked the poison yesterday. That hadn't been touched, so that's more or less 2 weeks. So I'm gonna put some layer pellets in there and a bit of corn, and hopefully that might entice them into the box, and then start eating the poison. I'll give that a go first because I've got bloody 10 sachets of it. I don't really want to go and start buying a different poison, and then I'm just not going to use that. So I'm just going to try and entice them into the box, and then hopefully they'll start eating the poison. Yeah, so got a few jobs to do. It is Friday today, not working today. So we've got today, Saturday and Sunday to do those jobs, all the jobs that I need doing this weekend. And we're gonna stay up here, camp up here Saturday night, just so that would give us then like two full days of like working up here without actually go home and then wake up in the morning and then come back again. So yeah, so let's see how we get on. First job I've got to do is move the hen golden pheasant. She's in with the bantams. I've got to chuck her back over. I'm gonna have to sort the fencing out because they keep getting into different runs, which they're not supposed to. So I'll catch her up and put her back, and I'm gonna then make a start on the brooder shed. So I'll leave you with the videos that I took during the week or one evening when I come up here ratting. Quite comical really. So you can sit there and watch that, and I'm going to make a start on the brooder shed. I'll see you in a bit. Right, bit of an emergency. I've just come up here tonight to do a bit of ratting, and as I'm walking around checking on all the birds, I've got the 3 frizzle bantam hen birds that have been sat on eggs all outside in the run, and I've noticed there's a couple of chicks with them. So I'm gonna have to try and get 1 or 2 of the mothers and all the chicks, if I can get them into this bird carrier or pet carrier, and then oh dear, oh, good job I come it's a good job I come up here now. So I need to get at least one or two. I'm going to switch the camera around. Right, there we are. We've got 1, 2, 3 hen birds there. There's the fourth one, and they're all splattered underneath a load of chicks. So I'm going to be probably getting pecked, but I'm going to have to put at least 1, if not 2 of the hen birds in, put them in this blue carrying box and all the chicks, and then put them in one of my runs, because if they stay out here the rats would definitely have them. So I haven't got my stand or anything, so I'm gonna, not gonna be great video in this, but I'm gonna just have to prop my phone up and see if you can capture what I capture. Right. Right then, one of you mums is going to come with me, or 2 of you. I no idea how many chicks you got. So come on then, I'm going to get pecked here, aren't I? Come on. Right. You go in there. Come on. That's right, come on. Oh. Right. No. 1 chick. 2 chicks. Oh, I don't trust you, darling. Right. Look at that, a chick under the wing. There you go, another chick. What's that, 3? 4. So I'll put you in there as well. Right, so that's 4 chicks and 3 hen birds. Definitely no more there. Oh, that's it, you keep warm. Right, not sure what. Probably only 4 chicks, I probably only need 1 mum. What have we got in here? Right, so there's only 4 chicks, so really I only need 1 hen bird. Which one's the best mum? Probably that. They're all fighting over the, well, not fighting, but they're all like trying to control the chicks. And I know they've all been sat on eggs. There's a hen bird there. They look very pale where they've not seen daylight and what have you. So, right, I'm gonna have to take one of you mums out. Yeah, mum. Oh, there you go. And we only want 1 mum, don't we? Yeah, they're all sort of like, the other 2 left in there, they're all like struggling to keep the chicks with them. I think I'll take you out. Alright. Right, we've got one mum. Right, so what I'm going to do is now set up a run, put some straw in there, put some chick crumb in there, some layer pellets, and obviously water, and put that mum in the nesting box area, and yeah, let's do it. Right. I think I'll give them a bit of corn because they haven't eaten. Right. We've got good mums. Right then, just to recap, in this carrying box I've got 1 bantam and 4 chicks. So I've got the run, which should be safer, which had the duck in and the ducklings. So I'll set that up and oh dear, come up here for a quiet night rat shooting. So I'll set this run up for them. Just move it over for fresh grass. Right. Oh, so disorganised at the moment. Right, need to clean that out. Get some straw. Shit. No, can't use that. Right, just realised I can't use this run because the chicks are smaller than the holes in the wire mesh. So I'm going to have to use that carrier, bed it out and put it in the brooding shed. Yeah, do that. Right, so just for tonight, I've put her in this pet carrier. So 1 bantam, 4 bantam chicks. I've put a few bit of chick crumb and some layer pellets in there, and just put a water dish in there, and she sat at the end. She's actually eating, which is a good sign, because she would have been sat in the brooder shed for 20 odd days. and her chicks are tucked in there. She's obviously keeping them well warm. Yeah, so that's taken care of. Unfortunately, the other frizzle mums have lost their chicks, but I put some corn down and they all just started eating the corn as if they weren't bothered. Now my next job, before I can sit quietly in my tractor, is there's that golden pheasant that just jumped up on the fence. So now he's gonna, I don't even know why I bother trying to catch him. Is he actually? No, he's landed in the middle section. Oh, I'm gonna have to go and get him. There he is. I'm gonna have to go and get him, sort him out. Right, so anyway, that'll do for tonight. Yeah. Oh, hectic. Right, now, if my editor has done that correctly, you've just seen the videos that are during the week. And now you can see why I need to get this brooder shed sorted to make space for all the extra chicks that seem to be popping up at the moment. So we've obviously got another 5 ducklings that was hatched out by one of the cool ducks, and now we have another 4 bantam frizzle chicks hatched out by 3 of the frizzles. So yeah, so now you can see why I've got to get on and do this brooder shed. So without further ado, I better go and do it. Right, so my first plan is just scan around, get an idea. There's brooder shed number 1, and this is now brooder shed number 2. First thing I've got to do is empty all the rubbish out of there. My plan is to make a frame going along that side and that side, so a frame left and right with put a bit of board on the bottom, just to keep like the straw and that in the pens, and then I'm gonna put mesh along the sides so it give it more light for the birds, because when they're in the other brooding shed where I've done it with ply, it's quite dark in there. So I need to get on, make the frame, put the mesh on, cut the holes, 4 holes for the outside runs. And the plan is when they're incubated, they go into the plastic boxes into that brooder shed. When they get to a certain size, they can then go into these 2 runs, and once they get a little bit bigger, or if we've got a lot of chicks, then we can move them into this brooder and there'll be another 4 runs in here. So that's the plan. Right, so the first thing is I've got these bits of timber, 2B1. They were off a double bed, sit the mattress on. A friend of mine was throwing away, so we're going to make use of this. It's quite hard, quite a strong wood actually, but it feels heavy, but it'll be good enough to do this job. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've just dismantled the framework, and I'm going to fix these onto the floor, and then carry on building a frame coming up and across, front and back, in the middle, and then make 2 frames up, and then next job will be then to put I've got some feather edge, so I'll put 2 strips of feather edge down the front, keep the mesh coming out, and then fix it with chicken mesh, and see how we get on. Yay! I've just marked these 3 bits of wood. They're all going to be cut, and they're going to be braces coming from the cross to the top, along the floor on the bottom, in the middle, and at the back. So then that would give me the bits of timber to go all the way along at the top. Let's get cutting. Right, I've used the nail gun to fix the timbers to the bottom, to the floor. Now I'm going to use the drill to fix all the uprights. So let's do it. Now, if I'm doing any of that wrong, blame my dad. He taught me everything I know. Right, just had something to eat, so full of energy now. Right, I've just cut the corners, so they're going to go in there. Done the 4 corners, and I've cut the top brace. So I'm going to fix that on, and then get some feather edge to go along the bottom. But anyway, let's get the framework done. That's the frames done. Oh, happy days. Bollocks. Right, so now get the feather edge along the bottom, and that is just purely to keep the mess out of the walkway. Oh, it's hot. Bloody hot. Hey, right. Before I put feather edge on the bottom, I've got to put the dividers in. What I found is some offcuts of feather edge when I made the chicken coops. So they're long enough. So I've got a few offcuts. So this type of work, you never throw nothing away. Always comes in handy for something else, and you're always for repairing. So yeah, I was going to initially use ply, but I thought I had some offcuts of ply, but I can't even find them. So anyway, I found this feather edge, so I'm going to use that and do the dividers, split the 2 coops now into 4. Right, so all the timber's fixed, 2 wooden frames are fixed, and just go in and have a look. See, feather edge is around the base, dividers, and we've got the 2 runs there, swing round, we've got the 2 runs there, so 4 runs. All we've got to do now is put the wire mesh on, and then put the wire mesh on around the outside, and then on this side and the other side cut the 2 holes for them to get in and out. And it's starting to warm up. It's turning into a nice sunny hot day, and there's Mrs. Lawnmower covered, and the ducks, I don't know what, they seem to love my tarp. Anyway, they're all happy, everyone's happy, let's crack on. Right, so I have now cut the holes in the corners, all 4 corners, and I've now put the chicken mesh on the runs. So now we are, if I get down, we are now up and running. I need to shut the holes off, and then I can start introducing some of the chicks. But before I do that, I also want to put some hooks, maybe some shelves up if I can. So everything that I've hooked out of here has got to find a home. And yeah, so I'm gonna put some shelves up, that'd be great, or hooks or whatever. Yeah, so finally done it. Oh dear. And then after that, I'll just swing the camera around. So there you have it. And then obviously I've got to do the outside runs. So yeah, see, so they got their bigger run, and then they're going to be then able to go outside as well. And then obviously until they're certain age, and then you just go out with the others or be sold. So from the outside, there's the holes, which I need to get some wood just to block them off for a minute until, I've got to put chicken mesh around the bottom, stop the rats getting underneath, which they clearly do. Well, we're here, I'm just going to check my rat poison again. Not being touched, not at all. Not at all. I'm going to put some handful of layers or something in there and a bit of corn or something, try and entice them to get in. Oh, there is a bag. Right, so far then, the 2 or the 4 runs that I've built, what I've done, I've put the mother duck with her 5 ducklings, and then this one here, I've got the frizzle with her 4 chicks. So I thought I'll move them into here. Gives them a bit more air actually with the chicken mesh, and they don't need no heat at the moment because obviously they've got the mums with them. So they're happy. And then tomorrow, it's bloody hot now. Tomorrow I'm going to start doing the runs on the outside. And then what I might do is move anything that doesn't need heat. So I've got the 4 bantams, which I'm not sure how old they are now, but they haven't been on any heat for a while. So I'll move them into one of these pens as well, but with a run. And these lot don't need a run at the moment, so I'll do the runs tomorrow, and then put the 4 bantams in, which are mooching in and out at the moment in the obviously the other brooder. Right, just filling up this pot, little pool for the ducks and geese. And before I do go, I have got to feed the geese. They're all stood there waiting. And as I'm doing that, I'm swinging around and there's a rat. There. Now this one, which actually I thought I knew I hit it, but he was over there by the fence, and I hit it, shot it, and he bolted through here, but tumbling around, and all the ducks were roosting in where I'm stood, and they all started quacking and moved. But yeah, and I just spotted it there, so I'm gonna have to pick that one up in a minute. I've got to tidy all my stuff up, getting hungry now. And then the other one that I spotted this morning is just underneath the brooder shed. There he is there. Just make out that bit there is his tail. This is our thing. Yeah, happy days. Good morning, you lovely people. Now, Saturday today, and the weather is beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Sunny Dorset, obviously. So anyway, we've got a few jobs to do today. I'm going to be back on the brooder shed. Yeah, I've got what I need to do is they've got 4 bantams that don't need heat. They can go into the brooder shed number 2, and I'll seal the door up for a minute, and then I'll do the chicken mesh around the bottom of the brooder number 2, and then make chicken mesh, making the run for the 4 bantams. And then I want to clean out the brooder number 1, and then transport the quail and the other frizzle chicks into the other 2 brooder runs, if that all makes sense. It makes sense to me, but whether it makes sense to you lot, no idea, but you'll see. And obviously there's not enough hours in the day. We're camping up here tonight, so we're going to be all day today and all day tomorrow. And there's there's a countless amount of jobs that I've got to do. So, but I would like to, earlier in the year, I planted dwarf sunflowers, mustard, and strip of wheat. The mustard's taken off really well. Dwarf sunflowers are non-existent, and so is the wheat. I was talking to a friend of mine, and because I don't have like a drill to drill the seeds in. He's a farmer, and he said to me my best option would be to rotivate the ground, chuck the seed on top, and then rotivate it again. It's a bit like bury the seed better. So I'm going to try doing that. I've got got some sunflower seeds left over, so I'd like to rotivate it and then chuck the sunflowers in and see if they take off, if it's not too late. We are at June, so might be able to get away with it. I'm going to give it a go anyway. Yeah, and see how I get on with that. I won't have time to weed spray it and then leave it a couple of weeks and then rotivate it. So ideally I'd like to get on and do that at least tomorrow. So, but I've got the topper on the back of the tractor, so I'll go around top what I need to, go around the perimeter doing that, and then I'll take the topper off and then put the rotavator on. If I get time to get around doing that. I've also got to finish off the plastic netting that goes around the vegetable plot and make sure the rabbits can't get in. Because we've got some more sweet corn and runner beans to plant, but I want to put the netting around that first before we actually put them into the ground. They're already established plants. So yeah, so a lot to do. I've got the dogs with us, obviously, because we're staying up here. They're just going to run wild. And looking at my strawberry tree, it looks like I've got a few strawberries to pick. I've got to be careful. Goose, no, come here. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure the dogs do eat the strawberries, so I'll pick them before they do. Enough for all rabbits, let alone with the dogs. Right, so yeah, beautiful day and glorious weekend. They forecast a good day tomorrow as well, so happy days. Right, just in the brooder shed now, and it's an absolute beautiful day. I've cleaned out brooder shed number 2, like jet washed it and give it some disinfectant spray, whatever. And brooder shed behind me, I've got a bit of tarp covered over the windows, and just inside now we actually have our resident bantams with 4 chicks, or bantam. The ducklings are in that corner there with 5 chicks, and then in that far corner is 4 bantams, which I can't let them out on the run at the moment because there is no run, but there will be by the end of play today, hopefully. So yeah, at the moment, God, it's hot. Cutting this chicken mesh. It's a roll of 600 mil, so I'm cutting it in half, and then that's going to go around the perimeter of around the base of the chicken coop, brooding shed, and then I'm going to have to do the same for the other brooder shed as well. Yeah, so it's a bit of a long, tedious job, really, cutting it, and then I'll staple it on, and then make sure there's no birds underneath there when I do that, because birds do get underneath. I just noticed the female golden pheasants in the wrong pen. You see that? Anyway, she keeps flying over there. She can stay there for a minute. Right, I shall get on with it. Nicky's doing her favourite job. Sat on the lawnmower, cutting the orchard, going round vegetable plot. Hey, if only I had that job. Oh, she's stuck. Oh, better hide. She might want me. Better get back to work. Right, just stopped them for a bit of lunch. So while I'm here, I thought I'd go and have a look at my strawberry tree and see what we got. Oh, I've forgotten my container to put all my strawberries in because I know there's going to be shitloads. Right, oh, it's too hot here. Right, let's go and have a look. I'll probably have some in a minute. Oh, there's loads. You see that? Get off, dog. Leave my strawberries alone. Right, so let's see how many we can get off of it. Right, get away. Not quite right. Bit longer. Right, Rewosky is. Right, Wilbur. Bad one. Right, that'll do. Right, so my first harvest. Not bad at all. What I have noticed, don't leave them alone. What I have noticed, they're already starting to produce some runners. Now, this here, I'm going to see if you can see that. Now that is like a long stem coming off the strawberry plant, and that is what you call a runner. So if you're not aware of that, so this bit here, I'll zoom in, there's a little nodule there. So what you do, I won't do it today, but what you do is you push that into the ground like so and peg it into a pot of compost, and then that carry on growing, and then once this bit here is rooted, then you snip it off, and then you've got yourself a new strawberry plant for next year. So there's there's another one. So they're a lot long, they shoot off, they're like a big long runner, and there you see that's the knobble bit that you want to plant into the ground, and then that once it gets into moist soil, that'll start rooting there. Once it's rooted, then you snip it off. Yep. So there be like for next year's strawberry plants, which I'll get little pots, put those runners in the soil, put them in a little pot, let it root, snip it off, and then leave them in the pots, and then plant them in bigger pots going round. And hopefully, oh, there is I can start seeing a few runners now. There's another one there, look. So they're starting to appear now, which is good. And that's not a bad harvest from the first harvest of the year for the strawberries. Happy days, love them. See, once this goes on, the rats will still be trapped underneath it, and they're obviously going to dig their way out. I wonder if I could, once they know their way in and out, whether I could put a trap there and catch them. Don't know. They certainly like it underneath there. Not no more. Oh, I can see what you're around here. It's cooler, isn't it? In the shade. No ducks under there, is there? Nope. Should have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. Definitely none under it. Ducks always love a bit of fresh water. As soon as you fill them up, start filling the splash balls up, in they get. go around the back of the Land Rover. Oscar, come here. Come here. Well, that was an eventful thing. Nicky's got hay fever.
Yeah, made worse by you chopping fucking
Right,
logs
anyways,
down.
that's because she's a city girl. She brought up in the city. Anyway, so there's quite a trailer load, well, a little trailer load full of rubbish. Should have done that last time before I done it. So anyway, what we're doing is this here is a dead hedge. So what the idea of it is just creating a windbreak. That way is the prevailing wind. That's the way it generally blows. And then behind me, we're creating a dead hedge using just branches, everything that we gather over the time, putting stakes in the ground, and I've made it like a horseshoe shape. So it's virtually nearly a full circle. And so really, whatever way the wind's blowing, we'll be out the wind. So I'm going to gradually build it up and build it up to about so high, and yeah, just recycling. That's what I do. I just recycle everything.
Happy Saturday. Got a beer.
Yes, please. Yeah. So don't ever throw anything away. Always find a use for something. And yeah. And then eventually, what I want to do is, obviously, once it gets thickened up and everything, is then start putting plants in the actual dead hedge. Yeah, and let it flower or whatever. Okay. Right, after a nice hard day's work, sat in front of the fire pit, and the sun's on its way down. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.